Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. In this episode we will be building our Bellhousing adapter plate something. So we're going to have a lot of drilling, cutting, and a little bit of welding to do. And hopefully we might get to test fit the engine, but I'm not sure yet. So stick around to see if we will or if we not. And let's get to it. So we got the engine out and I give it a little power wash to it so get all the gunk off of it. So for our next step, we're gonna take the transmission out and we're gonna have to cut this thing to make a special bell housing for this right here. So I actually got another extra transmission from a 944 from a different car with really low miles on it. I think this one has around 50,000 original miles. And so we're gonna try to come up with a way to connect that engine to this torque tube. So in order to do that, we're gonna use this transmission, take it out, take it off, and we're gonna unscrew all this right here where the line goes, and we're gonna cut most of it off. So the only thing we need is where the starter goes and the slave cylinder for the. So for our next step, we're gonna remove this transmission off the engine. So we got the transmission off. Now what we're gonna do is start taking this apart. We got bolts over here somewhere on the inside. It's kind of hard to see, but these bolts right there. And we're gonna try to split it right here because we don't need any of this whole side. And then we're gonna have to cut this off. So let's get to it. So this is what we got. Got this off. It was a little bit more complicated to take off than I expected, but it's off. So we're gonna clean up this piece and start cutting it. The idea is we need to cut this off and then we're gonna make a plate right here and have it bolt on and then have that bolt on to the torque tube. So right now we're gonna go ahead and just try to get this cut off and then move on from there. So for our next step, we gotta make a bracket that will go right here out of this piece right here. So in order to do that, about one of these, we're gonna put it like this, and then we're gonna trace it out where the holes are, and then we're gonna put it over here and drill all the holes out for the bolts and the torque tube. Alright, that's what we got. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this over here and we're going to cut that piece out, and then we're going to drill holes where those dots are. That's the center of these holes, and then we're going to drill a big fat hole right here. First thing we're going to do is cut out the size right there, and then we're going to drill some holes. So we're going to start drilling. We're going to drill the main one out and then drill the rest of them. Plastic didn't really work the best, but it did the job. I got all the points started. Now I'm gonna go in and drill them all through. So this is what we got. So let's give it a try. Let's put it next to the awesome custom bell housing. So the bolts I have are not quite long enough. So we're gonna go to the store and pick up longer bolts. But for now. That's what we got. So we're gonna get longer bolts, and then we're gonna have to cut out another plate right here and have bolts going like this, 4 of them, so they can go right in here like this. So we're gonna have to cut out another plate, just a square this size, and we're probably gonna cut a square like this and then weld it on here with the bolts on the inside, and it should be good. Alright guys, so that is it for this episode. We need to go to the store. Well, I need to go to the store. You guys just need to subscribe and watch what happens next. And we will not be test fitting the engine because first we need bolts. Second, we need to strip the Porsche. So our next episode, we will be stripping the Porsche and see where it goes. So if you want to see more, subscribe, like, share, comment, and we will see you then.